Hi guys, it's Java and this is my Heroes of the Storm patch breakdown for PTR Maiev patch. I also want to say guys, if you like Heroes of the Storm and you enjoy my content on this channel, be sure to subscribe, that way you can be notified whenever a new video is posted onto this channel, okay? So let's see, what do we have? Right away I'm gonna say that Maiev is a hero that probably a lot of people was waiting for. I think it the hype might died a little bit for that hero. Like, I would be hyped for her if it was like, you know, 1 year ago, half a year ago, or even like 2 years ago, you know. I wanted that hero. Now I'm not really that hyped, but regardless, you know, it's a new hero, so something to look forward for sure. I was expecting her to be tank. I think a lot of people were doing like guessing, you know, heroes concepts for Maiev, and they were listing her as a warrior, but you know, obviously can do both way, right? Can be assassin, can be a warrior. We have a lot of assassins. I felt like we could use another warrior, so when she was announced I thought maybe a warrior, you know, because I think that's what we kind of need, like another one. But it is an assassin, and I'm not gonna really talk much about her because it will be in a separate video. So what do we have? Lunar Festival 2018. As always, you know, there's some event coming with a patch. Usually the PTR patches have some event on it, and this one has a lunar one, and of course 4-part quests with rewards, spray, banner, portrait, and mount this time, huh? Interesting. This time you get mount. I don't think the other events were giving you mount, so that's something new, I would say. Okay, and interesting. Lunar Skyrocket. It might be even a cool mount. Okay, new hero, as I said, Maiev, assassin, you know. I think both of her ultimates are not dealing any damage. They are purely like utility, and what I said in like the first impression of her, you know, it all depends on her damage, you know, how much damage Q will deal and other spells, plus how much HP and auto attack damage she will have. If that will be enough, together with like the whole like design of the kit of the basic abilities, how good that will be, how strong that will be, how high the numbers will be, if it can make up for the no damage ultimates, which like sounds like looks pretty underwhelming, but let me see this. Remove there. Okay, so you can remove them for 4 seconds. So that's this one might be interesting. It's kind of like Anub's web, but it is not targetable. Like, it is not target ability, point and click, you know, but you have to aim it like a skill shot, and then you have to activate it. But as I said, if her numbers are good as for an assassin, then this might be pretty interesting. And also if it comes with utility like being able to stop ancestral healing, you know, if you focus down some target and you can like activate it to stop ancestral healing, it could be good, you know. Also I see she comes with passive 15 armor, and I already heard that she has a lot of HP, so she has a lot of HP plus armor. Interesting. But yeah, I don't want to talk about her too much, just letting you guys know that there's a new hero coming onto the PTR, and shortly after onto the live servers. I mean, like week after. The big thing, okay, finally voice chat. Although the voice chat won't make it the next week, but it will be available to test within the PTR, right? So this is pretty big, okay. We've been waiting for it for a long time, okay, and I can wait for it to hit the Hero League, you know. It should fix my Hero League experience, I hope, at least. You know, at some point I was like, nah, nothing's gonna help, you know, with the people in Hero League, but then I regained the hope that it will actually fix it, and yeah, I just wait. I want to see, you know. I really think this is a good thing, you know. If you feel like it will increase toxicity or something, just turn it off, really. Like, this is a team game, team-based game, and there's no reason to not have voice chat in it as an option. Like, no way. And this game requires it, like, hugely. You don't want it, turn it off. That's it. Like, if you will think that you will be at disadvantage, well, I mean, you will be. It's a team-based game, and if you don't want to use it, well, you do what you want, you know. You can just listen to it, you know. You don't have to talk. If you don't have mic or you're shy or something, you don't have to talk. You can just listen, you know. There always can be something interesting that people will say, you know. Be careful, top, you know, like stuff like this, you know. They might be bossing, like some random shit, you know. It might be useful even if you don't have a mic, you know. Obviously there will be some toxicity within it, but you know, we have reports, we have blogs, and they said they will try to, you know, fight against it. So we'll see. Target info panel. This is a thing that I was asking for so long, you know, that I stopped asking eventually, you know. I don't know, we should have this. Like, I hated how casual the game was, you know. It was like, it was created with an idea to be a casual game, you know, and then suddenly like a lot of people wanted some kind of esport, and it's like, you know, eventually we got it, right? But like there was so many stuffs that needed like fix or changing, like the ranked mode back then, you know, like we need voice chat and like target info, like panel that shows buffs, you know, and debuffs. The ability to see opponent's HP damage. I don't know. I think MOBAs should have something like this. Not only it makes it like cooler, you know, because it's more advanced in a way, you know, not really, but I mean you can do more things, you know. You can check someone's HP, someone's buff, you know, how long he has that. I don't know if this. I don't think will show you the buffs, but maybe at some point they will add, you know, like buffs and debuffs. Because what this is going to show is that you can click on enemies or ally unit to see his or her HP, mana, just basically her stats, right? I mean, so technically you can see the spell power too, you know. You're not gonna see what I would like to see, an icon with a timer or something. But I mean, you can see in the stats how much spell power they have, and once it, you know, disappears, you know, you know that the buff is gone or the debuff is gone. But I wonder if it will look like the panel we have right now, because in game right now you can click C and you will see your stat page, right? I wonder how it will look for that, for enemies. Oh, the target info panel will display in the top left of the screen after selecting a friendly on enemy target with left click. Okay, so you have to left click and you will see that. Okay. So probably the same kind of panel, you know. Yours is on the left bottom side, and opponents or like the unit you click will be on the top left one. Okay. Battleground objective counters. This is basically that whenever a team has enough objective points, objective things to turn in or complete the objective, it will like show. I guess it will like flash or something, you know. If you have enough coins, the coins will flash or something. If you have enough gems on Tomb of the Spider Queen, the gems will flash for the team that has it, right? Okay. Art, a lot of art improvement for Aperture. A crown icon will now appear above heroes' minimap portraits when they are affected by Aperture symbiote. Okay, so this is, I guess, nice, but only above hero portraits. I think it could be nice if it was also showing like that kind of like crown or icon for minions too. That way you can say if a battle is on someone or not, because you know, a battle players like eat a lot of hate out of being late with the HUD, you know, when obviously they had to be doing something else. I mean, there are some battles that are just straight up AFK, you know, and they sit in base instead of, you know, fighting with their hands, kappa. But yeah, I mean, that's a nice thing, I guess. Ana and overlay will now display for heroes affected by nano boost. Fine, like, I mean, Divine Shield has it, you know, Sanctification has it, Gorge has it, so fine, that it should be there, I guess. It should be something that is common by now, I guess, that the ultimates they affect just do something. Just a visual, just a game thing. So they should stay consistent with it, right? Archangel Diablo. Apocalypse visual effects that appear on the terrain have been updated to make them more obvious to players on both teams. Okay, I mean, it's kind of visual bug, I guess. Oh yeah, this, like, Hindering Blast was always annoying, the animation of it, you know. You think you dodge it, but you don't. Junkrat. Okay, updated art, Rheolic Entombs. Okay, updated art, you know, as I said, a lot of updated arts. Okay. And obviously Greymane and Malthael are receiving minor rework changes, so also the talent icons change for that. Okay, Battlegrounds, ranked Battlegrounds rotation. This is always really important and interesting, you know, to see if, you know, Hunted Minds didn't make it back to the ranked list, you know. So Battlefield of Eternity, fine, I like this map. Braxis, I don't like it, but whatever, you know, we have to have one map that's, you know, not necessary, is nice, I guess. Chaos Hollow, nice. Dragonshire, nice. Infernal Shrines, nice. Sky Temple, I don't really like this map. Like, a lot of people actually don't like it, especially like pro players, and don't like it because it's like really bright, you know, and they don't like that. Tomb of the Spider Queen, fine, although I'm not a fan, but it's fine. Towers of Doom, fine. Volskaya Foundry, fine. I like this map, you know. The new maps usually are kind of weird, you know, but this one wasn't too bad, you know. Braxis, Warhead, Hanamura, rework Haunted Mines, no. Volskaya is fine, you know, I like the map. And they also make some changes to it. And here they are. So, mostly to 3-graph protection, actually just 3-graph protector, which is the, you know, objective on the map. So the protector will now gain 10 armor and 25 damage increase if both the pilot and gunner are, you know, inside. It is interesting. I think it was like, I mean, they want to force you into like using that objective properly, which is having, you know, both players inside it, and it's fine. But I also like how like people were dealing with it. Is that, you know, they one walks into it, brings it to gate, and swaps to gunner, and then used only the gunner option, you know. That was kind of interesting use of game mechanic, you know, like working around what the developers created and in a better way that they designed, you know. But I mean, it's fine, you know, they want to make it like more competitive, more viable, you know, or like just better objective, because apparently there's a lot of hate on it right now. Even though the map on its own is pretty nice, you know, it's a 3-lane, decently big map. Nothing can go wrong with that, you know. And the best part about this is that the objective wasn't that strong, so you could actually just have a proper mobile experience, you know, no like random ass objective that will just destroy everything, but it's just 5v5, you know. I like that about this map. And there are some buffs to the spells, you know, the root duration is increased from 2 to 4, and the Gatling gun has no delay now, and shoots faster, so it's just like buffs, you know, all around to the 3-graph protector. Okay, now moving on to the heroes reworks, because you can say, I mean, not really reworks actually, like minor rework and balance changes, right? So first we have Assassin, and when I read this it was interesting because these are buffs, you know, and a lot of people say, I mean, Greymane is really strong, a lot of people cry about him being like top pick in competitive, which I don't know why they're crying about. There always will be some heroes that will be picked more often than others, and I don't know, I think Greymane is fine, you know, maybe more than fine, but you know, I don't think he's unhealthy for the game or anything, you know. So yeah, Q mana cost reduced from 70 to 55, nice. Explosion area increased by 15, so buff to Q. Perfect aim. They make the refund you a little less mana because, you know, the overall cost, the basic cost was decreased, so that evens out, but it still gives you higher range though, I believe. And then they removed the range increase, no, the area explosion area increase, because they added it as basic pretty much. I think it's going to be smaller though than with this talent, but maybe it's same. I don't know, maybe it's same, but I think it will be smaller to balance the Greymane a little bit, you know. And they changed the Wisdom Duelist, which I think is fine. Every 6 attack against an enemy hero increase Greymane's basic attack damage by 1% up to 30. Gain triple benefits for... Oh, okay. So when I read this first time, I thought it's a time-based buff, but it's gonna last as long as you don't die. Okay, so this is really interesting, really nice. Really snowbally talent too, in a way. In a way. Huh. I like this. I actually like this. Okay. And gain triple benefits from attacking. Like, I believe it means that... triple benefit? How this is a hard math, man. Okay, so I guess every 6 attacks you get 3%, right? That way. Yeah, I guess that way. So yeah, every 6 attacks you get 3%. Okay. I wonder how does it calculates if you do, like, you know, 5 attacks with Worgen and 1 attack with human, or better, you know, 5 attacks with human and the 5th from the 6th from Worgen form. Do you get like 3%? You know, gotta test that, because then there's a mechanic to it that you want to abuse, right? So I like this change, and you know, this makes it more flexible. I mean, this makes the removal of it makes it more flexible to pick other talents at level 4, and Wizened Duelist I think is a competitive option now, alongside the Q. The range is fine too, but I mean, I think it will be hard for it to compete with the Wizened Duelist in the Q. But yeah, overall nice change, I would say. Okay, Malthael. That was unexpected, at least for me. I don't know, maybe it was expected, but I didn't see that coming. Really, I think Malthael was nerfed enough, but you know, he saw some competitive play, so I guess Blizzard decided to do what they did. And they reworked it and nerfed to a degree, but I also think it's not over nerf or anything. I think he's more interesting now. So what they did is they make his basic attack be Cleave now, in 3.25 yards arc, and they also reduced the damage of it. Like, Malthael already wasn't dealing much with his autos, and they nerfed it by quite a lot, you know. But his laning, I guess, is better now because you don't have to spam mana on E. But yeah, like, his single target damage got nerfed by it. I mean, overall his single target damage got nerfed because, as you can see later, you know, his passive also got nerfed. So yeah, Soul Reap healing nerfed by 10. Death Shroud is buffed, you know, the white of it, it's bigger now, so it's easier to hit heroes, I guess. The trait, as I said, nerfed by 0.25%, like, interesting, you know, like, nerfed yet again, okay? And his Tormented Soul, which is by far the most, you know, most picked ultimate for him, or most commonly picked one, no longer gives armor. Which, I don't know what's the point of this ultimate now. I mean, it's probably still gonna be picked, you know, but I think it could add something. I don't know, movement speed, I don't know, something, because you will see later that there's a talent from move from 16 to 7 that makes the W AoE, so like it's easy to get multiple, you know, Reaper's Mark on people. So like, what is Tormented Soul supposed to do now? And it's probably like Blizzard leaves it with 100-second cooldown. Why? You know, why? Like, I mean, fix it, maybe give it 60. I don't know, at this point it should have 60-second cooldown. I really think it should be 60. Instead, they reduce the cooldown of Last Rite, you know. That's the typical, you know, Blizzard ultimate balance. You know, let's completely nerf the one that's picked and buff the one that is not picked, you know. Like, nerfing of the other one isn't enough already to pick the other one, you know. They also have to buff the other one. You know, they did it with multiple times with Thrall, they did it to Leoric, you know. Those are just the recent examples. Maybe not that recent though, but whenever there was a chance like this of double ultimate chance that happened, you know. So yeah, nerf to auto attacks, but change it in a way that they are AoE now. Nerf to self heal, and nerf to like the percentage damage. Okay, so for now it's quite big of a nerf, you know, slight improvement for laning. What is interesting though, the Die Alone talent, which was like picked quite a lot now, will now finally, you know, work even if you have minions affected by your passive. So if you have minions affected by your passive and a hero, on live server you don't deal the increased damage, the bonus damage from Die Alone. But now it will work. If it's only one hero and whatever the amount of minions is, it will deal the additional damage. This is really nice. It should be like this before, but they only make this because of the basic attacks cleaving now. So this is like quality of life improvement, but I think that how it should be. Okay, they also reduced the quest needed, the stacks needed to complete the E-quest, which I think is fine. I think 20 was a little bit too much, you know, it was connecting too late. I mean, it happens of course, but I think it's fine, you know. It's not like super strong quest or anything that will destroy people. So I think 15 is fine. And but on the other hand, the Black Harvest trait got nerfed, the quest, which I can see it because they, you know, increase the size of E, which makes it like easier to hit multiple people, I guess, and also you have like basic attack cleaving now. So I can see, I think 150 was already like fine, but I don't like this, but that's what they did. I can see why, but I don't agree. Okay, level 7. Massacre. And I think this order is better, but yeah, what they did is they moved the 16 AoEW to level 7. So that's what I was talking about. Now you have the AoE ability to apply your trait at level 7 already. So this is pretty much like ultimate, you know. It's smaller range, and you know, obviously it doesn't last for 4 seconds, so you can like move up to someone, right, to get it on him. But it's pretty nice things, you know, for the wave clear. Although, you know, now it doesn't matter because your auto attack cleave, but yeah, it combos nicely with 16 and the new 16, and I believe it will be the go-to really. And Touch of Death cooldown reduced by 5%, so buff to that talent. Another healing reduce for Q, for the Q talent. I don't understand this, but whatever. This talent was giving you only 1% heal increase, which was really like not that much, you know, even on tanks. But I don't know, I guess they want to nerf his sustain for some reason. So that's what they did. They also reduced the eternal existence, and at this point I don't know why it is like this. Like 30, I don't know, I think once you have the trait on someone, it could just instantly give you 30% armor, like really, I don't know. But I guess you still need to get stacks. Mortality. This is the level 7 talent that was moved to 16, and I think it kind of makes more sense. They also buffed it, but yeah, I think the talent should be higher, but it was like, if you look at Varian, you know, he has that on level 13. Usually the percentage damage are on like higher levels, if you think about it, right? But yeah, they increased the damage from 4 to 6, and you know, you can combo it. Obviously you could do before, but you can do it still, but now with the 7 talent, so you can do AoE damage. You can apply the trait in AoE and also deal 6% of enemy's health, maximum health, every 4 seconds. I think this is pretty strong, to be honest. And so you, like with the new Maltil, I would say, you know, like E build, EW build, you know, I would try it, you know, I would try it. And you can go with the how we call that ultimate? Last rites, right? Because technically you have the tormented soul through W. So like I already saw some tweets, people calling Maltil, you know, rip in peace 2018, you know, but I think he's still gonna be fine, you know. This might be a pretty huge power spike, you know. So I'm fine with this change, really. I'm fine with this change, really. I wonder if he will be still winning against Sonya. I wonder. The die, I mean, the die alone makes it easier to damage her, you know, so it might make up for nerf from you know, trait and from basic auto attacks, because now you don't even have to use E ever, so you will be fine with mana and you will always deal additional damage from the Q, you know. So I kinda like this rework, change, balance, whatever you want to call it. And lastly, we have Tyrael, level 1 talent, Salvation W, healing on shield destruction increased by 25, and the level 1, another level 1 Ardent Restoration, also healing increased by 1.25 per stack over 5 seconds. So just like some healing talents path. And also, oh, and they reduce this, okay, interesting. Because like technically you could maintain like permanent 25 armor, and they decide to reduce it to 20, huh? I don't really have anything to say about this change. I don't like Tyrael that much, you know. Buff here and nerf here, so it's fine if you don't pick that talent. You know, you might pick one of those, so I guess fine. And then we have like collection. They added Maiev, of course, and the bundle. They added Lunar Festival bundles, which includes Kel'Thas, Jaina, and Lunara. Lunar Kel'Thas, Jaina Lunar, no, Jade Lunar Kel'Thas. Ah, this is all for Kel'Thas, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's new. Sylvanas, that's new. Cassia, that's new. Surgeon, new. Arthas, I believe, old. Lunar Asmodan, huh? New. Genji, new. Dragon Lunar Illidan. That's old, but I think it's recolor, so probably new, you know, and that's probably recolor too. And Li Ming, I think recolors too. And the mount for the event. Jade Lunar Guardian, and that's probably another mount, but new one. Okay. I wonder if it will be only available with the bundles, because back then they did like bundles having like a mount in it, and you couldn't buy it other way unless like a few weeks after, when they let you buy it separately. I wonder what they will do now. If you will be able to buy it separately, which I don't believe you will. I wonder if eventually it will come at some point or won't, because they like kind of changed their, you know, way they sell things with gems, and like they're struggling with it. They're struggling to find a good way of like offering skins for gems when they have the free shards, you know. We'll see what this will evolve into, you know, Monk Ass. And then we have like bug fixes, of course. Anything important? I don't know. Okay. Wait, Blink will now correctly break invisibility? Is Blink supposed to break invisibility? What? Was never the case. Huh. Interesting though. But yeah, that's it for the patch review, patch breakdown. Hope you liked it, and if you do, click the like button, and thank you for watching. See you next video.